Aloha, nirashaimase. Welcome to Sup-Sapporo, Dosanko Live. This is Chad and Jamie hanging in Sapporo, Japan. Thanks for joining us. If you're back and like what you heard, please support us and hit that subscribe button. Mahalo.
All right, episode 21.
Episode 21. Well, we made it. That
We
last
did.
episode was fantastic with Polly. That was another thanks to Polly for hanging out.
Yeah, man.
Great.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, that was
And
excellent.
when we get some time, we're definitely going to try out those places. I want to try that ramen place still.
Dude, that ramen place has been on my list. Somebody posted a picture of that place. One of my friends a couple of months ago, and brah, that place. Now Polly gave it an endorsement. I'm there, bro. Let's go. Let's make that a show.
I know. And you know what? I've never eaten in Susukino's Ramen Alley.
Really?
I've never actually eaten in there. Yeah, because I always go to Esta.
Oh, Esta is awesome. The Ramen King.
Yeah, ramen. I don't know what it is exactly. It's like Ramen Country or Ramen Kingdom.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah, Ramen Kingdom. That actually, I like that place too. There's that one place I always go, man. They have like a huge bowl with all the chars with the
char siu.
in there.
Is it like the smoky noodles? Because I like there's like this one shop where the noodles kind of has like this smoky flavor to it. Oh, I love that.
Well, we should, next time I go there and take pictures and stuff. But yeah, the ramen alley is all right. The one place I went, I only went because Anthony Bourdain went there, and it's got his picture on the wall. It's in the opposite side of the main street. It's the closest one to the road on the opposite side, and it's all right. It's definitely not the best. When my dad guys came out here to visit, I took them over there, and I was like, oh, I apologize. It's all right. But they were like, oh, this is
you had to apologize for ramen.
yeah. But my dad guys were digging it. They were like, wow, this is really awesome. This is great.
Yeah, for the most part, like even the mediocre ones that we think are mediocre now, like they were still way better than a lot of the shops in Hawaii anyway. So
oh yeah, dude. I mean, I hate to say it, but like, bro, like when you come to Japan, you come to Hokkaido especially, man. When you eat ramen here, ramen is the real. I mean, it's no mess around deal, man. Like, I mean, I can't even compare it to any of the places back home. Like Hilo style ramen's good, but like it's a different flavor. The flavors here are just fantastic, bro. I mean,
I think it's more like Simon.
but Simon.
There's a few ramen shops. It's just expensive. It's so expensive. And I think most of the good ramen shops in Hawaii are tonkotsu. It's like, I guess, Kyushu kind of style ramen. Yeah.
Well, I think probably a lot of influence comes from maybe the people, because a lot of people that live in Hawaii, they're like what Yonsei now. A lot of people came from Hiroshima and Kyushu and stuff, so it could be like the family flavors came from there. Yeah.
There's this one shop called I think Kyoto. I think that's the name. It's at McCully Shopping Center on the second floor, and that place is really good, but it's pretty pricey. Yeah, it's expensive for ramen.
How much is it for ramen?
Last time I went, I think it was like $13.
Oh, for ramen?
That was just for the ramen. Yeah, and then for sides, like when you ordered the fried rice and some gyoza, so it got up to like maybe almost $20 per person for ramen. Yeah, but it's really good. So if you're willing to pay that price, you should check that out if you're in Hawaii.
There's a place in Hilo, it's kind of famous, called Nori's. It's a really good place. They specialize in Hilo style ramen. That place is really good too, man. They got really good food over there. I highly recommend, if you guys are visiting Hilo from anywhere else, just go to like Nori's. They have a great omiyage shop too, where you get spices and stuff like that you put on your meat. That's a good place. I highly recommend that place.
Nice. All right, so let's compile this.
Oh, bro, I've been waiting. I got my premium Ibisu right here.
I gotta take my upper. Oh, that's nice. Is that a seasonal one?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, it
'Cause that-
is probably.
I know they have the seasonal Hokkaido classics out, but I can't drink that until December.
Why is that?
I'm trying to lose some weight, so I'm on a diet right now.
So he says drinking some alcohol right now.
It's whiskey though.
Kampai.
Kampai.
Oh, whiskey, all right.
Oh, my eyes are opening up. I'm
Oh yeah.
rejuvenated.
It's funny that first swig of beer is always like memories, like all the things you forget or things you want to forget, like kind of flooding back, like
Everything
like that.
you
The
wanna forget.
flashbacks in like the movies where like the guy like does something and like, whoa, I remember. Like, I remember
Yeah.
shit from like 20 years ago.
That's called PTSD, sir. You're traumatized. Yeah. All right.
Traumatized and all kinds of crazy shit.
So let's talk about our week. It's been a while since we've done just the two of us, so
yeah.
It's kind of just nice to relax right now.
Oh yeah.
Casual talk.
So you want to go first?
No, let's talk about you. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do yours.
So we wanted to find somewhere to go see Momiji. Momiji is like the autumn leaves changing.
Yes.
And Hokkaido is actually the earliest place in Japan to go see the leaves change and stuff. So we decided to go to Hohekyo Dam, which is kind of near Josanke. Josanke is like the major onsen area in Hokkaido. So
one of them.
This is one of them, and it's a really, really nice place. I've never been there before, and on the way there, there's tons of hills and beautiful scenery. And then when you get to the place, you have to take like an electric van, I think, up to the dam or something like this. You go through a bunch of tunnels, and you go to this dam, and it's fantastic, beautiful scenery, big dam, lots of mountains. It's a really beautiful area. It looked literally like something out of like a movie. Definitely, it was beautiful.
Did you get a dam card?
Dam card?
Yeah. Do you know about those?
No.
Well, apparently, I had this student where he collected dam cards, and if you visit the dams, I think it's all around Japan. I don't think it's just Hokkaido. You visit dams and they give you a dam card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should go get it next time. It's kind of like trading cards, but dams.
Yeah, like Pogs.
Yeah. Something. It's just like imagine a baseball card, but it's a dam. Okay, carry on.
Maybe not.
Everyone, get your dam cards.
Yeah. And it was a really beautiful place, man. We came, I think, at the right time. I think last weekend was prime time for the leaves to change, and it's fantastic, beautiful here. I mean, I could post some pictures. I'll post some pictures on the site, our Instagram site, so you can check it all out.
Yeah.
But I did put some pictures on there earlier, but I'll put some more on there. It's a really beautiful place, and one of the funniest things I saw there was I'm always looking for English things, signs and stuff. So what English is, if anybody doesn't know, is basically like Japanese people or somebody trying to translate the Japanese into English makes it really wrong. So I'm constantly looking because it's funny and it kind of bothers me, I guess, a little bit.
Why does it bother you?
Because it's annoying. I don't know. Maybe just like some of it's really weird and strange. Like, why would you say that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, sometimes I'll see a shirt or say something like, flowers we like. Yes, I am. Like, what? What the hell does that mean? Like, they literally took like a translator, right? And they put in the Google Translate and just like copied it and put it on a shirt or something like that,
Man, I like the ones where like there's like these girls using self-defecating terms.
Yeah.
What is it? Self-deprecating terms. They're just there's like I'm a slut or some shit like that, and they're using it, and they have no idea what it means.
I saw this one girl, one of my students. She had this shirt on. It had all these words, and right on the back in big letters, it said puberty.
Right, it's
I was
trippy,
like,
right? When you see it, especially like on little kids, like elementary
yeah,
kids. It's like, what the
yeah.
hell, man?
Yeah, this girl was like 10. She was like, it had a huge, like, it was this really nice jacket with all these English words and puberty in huge letters on the back of her shirt. I was like, do you know what that says? I feel bad now. I told her what it meant in front of the class, but I shouldn't have done that. But I was like,
Yeah,
you should,
not in
you
front of
speak
the
in English
class.
now. You should know what that means, you know? But, back to the sign. So what I saw, I was hungry. So I went to the place to go eat. And there's like this little shop on the side of the place. And it said, chicken breastfeeding on it. It was a chicken breast, but it said chicken breastfeeding, and it wasn't breastfeeding, it was breastfeeding, no T. So it was like chicken breastfeeding, and I was like, oh, that's hilarious, dude. And nobody's pointed that out yet, so I took a picture. I put it on the Facebook English in Japan. I got like 150 likes on it. It was pretty funny. Everyone dug it. It's pretty funny.
Chicken
We did that.
breastfeeding.
Yeah, chicken breastfeeding.
Did you try? Did you try to breastfeed some chickens?
I did not try to breastfeed a chicken because once I saw that sign, my nipples were chafing already. Because just thinking about a chicken breastfeeding on me, like, ugh, no, thank you. But yeah. After that, we went to this kind of famous curry place.
Was it
it's
at
down.
the Hokkaido Onsen?
No, it was
Oh.
yeah, the onsen. Yeah, the onsen. Yes, yeah.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, after we go back down, there's an onsen near the electric car place. I forgot the name of it. I'll post the pictures and find out the name of it later. But
It's
excellent,
Hokkaido Onsen.
excellent curry. Yeah,
the Hokkaido
No,
Onsen, and it has the curry shop there. Yeah, it's
yeah,
great. It's famous.
the curry shop. I had chicken curry and I had pork naan, which was fantastic. We had chicken naan. No, I'm sorry. We had cheese naan, pork naan. I think, and a couple other dishes, but it was really good. And then the scenery was beautiful too. I can imagine that place there in winter is fantastic. They got a really nice like Japanese garden out where you can sit down.
Did you get to go in too?
Yeah, we went in.
Like in the hot spring, you guys went in the hot spring?
We didn't do that. No.
Yeah, the hot spring's really nice. I mean, it's pretty small and kind of old, but then there's like this really nice Japanese garden, depending what season you go. Yeah. And then if you go in the winter time, like you can imagine all the snow around it.
Yeah. The garden was epic. Was nice.
Now's the best time too because there's no Chinese tourists. Like,
yeah.
Okay, this is my recommendation. Once tourism starts back up, you have to go right in the beginning before all the tour buses come. Because when we went right in there, right when the doors opened. We were like waiting in front. We got our lockers and we went into the hot spring. And when we came out, there was so many fucking people. And there was a huge ass line waiting for the lockers. It wasn't even waiting to go into the hot spring. Yeah, they were waiting for the lockers. I was like, what the fuck? Where'd all these people come from?
They're looking for you.
Maybe, man.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's perfect timing because we were getting out, we went to eat. There was no line there, and all those people went in the hot spring, so it worked out perfectly. Nice.
Yeah, actually, when we went, there wasn't a ton of people, but there was still a line. There was a line to get into the to wait to order food, and there was a takeout line outside also too. But yeah, that place was great. Highly recommended if you guys want to have some excellent curry. See a beautiful area. Hokkaido and the Dosanko area is really nice.
You gotta ask them for the Indian spice too, if you want it spicier.
I was going to, but earlier I drank some Starbucks coffee. I didn't drink any water and didn't eat any food. I swear to God, I was gonna explode. So I didn't want to take the chance by eating some super spicy food and just spontaneously combust on the way back in the car.
Yeah. Well, at least here, it's easy to find a bathroom. That would be problematic back in the States or in Hawaii anyway. I don't know about mainland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Nice. That was your first time.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Yeah, that was great. That was excellent. I definitely want to make that trip again. I would love to see that place in winter too. I'm sure it's fantastic in winter too.
Bro, in the winter time, they have this huge ass igloo. Like you can do Genghis Khan in it. They have
Oh,
some
really?
barbecue. Yeah, they have barbecue grills set up in this big snow dome.
Oh,
Like
is it that on the dom area where like the
the bottom
um
parking lot.
yeah, on the bottom parking lot? Oh, okay, totally.
Yeah.
I could see that.
So
Oh, that's
I
nice.
didn't eat in there, but I went in just to check it out, and then they had like I don't know, maybe about 8 barbecue grills and like some benches and some
Oh,
built-in
nice.
ventilator for all the smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anybody doesn't know, it's basically a giant igloo. They make a giant igloo outside. You can
Yes.
barbecue inside the igloo. It's a giant one.
Yeah. So I want to experience that, but no one in my family wants to do it. Just me.
Lame.
Everyone
Lame,
hates
dude.
snow here, man. I don't know.
What the hell? We gotta do like a Hawaii people go out, get drunk, and eat food somewhere, dude. We should start that tour in the
Yeah.
cold.
Let's go bring out Otaru Man and his wife. They might be down to go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That sounds like a good idea, dude. Sounds like a good
Yeah.
idea.
I don't know if I can drop his name, so I just call him Otaru Man.
The Otaru Kona guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's from Big
All right.
Island?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Oh,
think so. Yeah.
I see. All right.
All right. So what about you? How was your week, dude?
Well, this week was pretty good. I went to the IMAX, the United Cinema Theaters, and they have this IMAX theater there. It's so huge. I don't remember it being that big, the screen and the music,
It,
the sound
it's
quality was
Support
awesome.
Factory.
Yeah, that's Sapporo Factory. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. You went to the IMAX one. You went to the huge screen.
Yeah, it was super huge. And we watched the new Kimetsu no Yaiba movie. So if you don't know, Kimetsu no Yaiba is probably no, it is. It's the most popular anime in Japan right now. It took over One Piece in just a year or two, which is amazing since One
Yeah,
Piece has been here
I think
forever.
all of my coworkers and students actually knew about that also too. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, so we went to watch the movie, but they don't have English subtitles. So I had to rely on my Japanese, which isn't that great. But I did surprise myself because I could understand most of the movie without subtitles. And it
Nice, dude.
kind of inspired me like, man, I should study some Japanese. But that movie was pretty good. I can't believe kids watch that shit. There's like decapitations and like the fight scenes, the blood splatter. It's pretty mean.
Well, I think actually in general, it seems like the violence and the things that are kind of censored more or less in America is more lenient over here. I mean, because even when I was a kid, I used to watch like like Kikaida and like watch Ultraman and stuff like that. And bro, a lot of those old anime, bro, they have like people blowing up and like they have like they have like people punching through people and stuff, and it was pretty. I mean, pretty violent, dude. I'm kind of surprised, but
Well,
I guess the
yeah, yeah.
culture, right?
The premise too. The premise of this show, like the very first episode, this is what sets up the entire anime. Is this kid's family gets killed, the entire family, and there's like they're young kids in elementary school, maybe not even in elementary school. The mom and he's out for revenge, and he wants to save his one sister that survived. So like just that opening scene where his family is all slaughtered. I was like, what? And kids are
Oh,
watching this. Sup-Sapporo Dosanko life. All right, let's go. But yeah, I can't believe little kids are watching this kind of violence,
yeah,
but I guess it's okay. But the other thing too, like just watching the anime and the animation, bruh, it's so much better. I don't know, like the way they blend in the hand drawn with the computer drawn with
yeah.
CG and the cinematography, the way everything moves, bro, it's pretty good. Like I don't know why a lot of people don't watch anime. Like,
Well,
yeah.
well, I think honestly, like, are you talking about like American audiences?
Yeah, for American audiences, like in my
Well,
family anyway, there's a lot of people in my family that won't watch it just because
yeah.
it's a cartoon.
Well, part of it is this is the culture in America, right? So the culture in America is when you watch cartoons, cartoons are for kids. Because basically, for the most part, if you grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, for the most part, you're watching like they only made cartoons for kids. There are very rarely any cartoons made for adults. I
Hmm.
mean, I think they more or less started in the 70s. They started like introducing like more, more interesting storylines and more interesting kind of like maybe just acting. The acting was better and stuff like that. As far as Japan, I mean, they were doing anime for so like the late 50s, I guess, and they kind of took it to a different art form. They actually like made it like it was for everyone. It wasn't just for kids. The
Yeah,
stories were interesting. They had good actors. They
like the
actually had like
story,
theme songs and stuff.
the story is amazing. Like this is only I don't know how many books in the comics this covers, but
Yeah.
this one story arc alone it's a pretty good story arc, and everything takes place on a train. Like the entire settings on a train, and they could move the story, and then there's like it touches a lot of emotion from comedy to uh some drama, some serious.
Nice.
It was just I was surprised. Basically, it wasn't
Yeah.
what I was expecting. It was really good.
Well,
So if you haven't
well, were
seen it, I
you
recommend it.
are you an anime fan in like an old school guy, or did you like anime when you were a kid, or you're kind of like, nah, it's all right, or
I'm I'm the cliche thing of why are you in Japan? Dragon Ball.
okay, Dragon Ball. So, yeah, okay.
That's my generation. I remember running home like because they played Dragon Ball at 2:30, and we finished school at 2:15,
Yeah.
and I lived about 15 minutes away from my school if I ran. So I always used to run home on the days that it played,
Nice,
and I
nice.
barely made it. Like if I didn't run at a pretty good pace, I would have missed like a few minutes, which didn't
Good
matter since it's
exercise
all
too.
fucking recap. You know those DBZ recap?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like
yeah.
5 minutes long. But yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. No, but
Mm.
anime, I think it's definitely an art form, man. I think a lot of Americans still associate cartoons with being kids. Like I had a lot of friends that were like, "Oh, why are you watching this stuff? This is for like little kids like this stuff." But the stories are interesting, the characters are interesting, and I mean, like for me, like I'm old, so I liked Uchu Senshu Yamato, like Space Battleship Yamato, Mazinger Z, all that stuff. Captain Harlock, and the acting was great, man. I mean, the acting was great. They had good storylines. I mean, the animation, of course, looks dated, but at the time when we watched it, it was
Yeah.
it was actually pretty interesting. And then Robotech, for big people, Robotech was the big one, or Macross, I think was in the original
Macross.
title. And the
Wait,
interesting characters,
Macross and
man.
Robotech is the same thing?
You know that, dude? Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Macross is like actually Robotech was actually three different animes they put together to make one because each it wasn't long enough to make a series in America, so they had
Hmm.
to put three series together, and then they kind of changed the stories and melded them all together.
Hmm.
And I mean, when you watch the original ones, I think the original ones are much better. But I mean, the Robotech still has a kind of place in my heart because that was one of the anime that I really got into because the storyline was interesting, the characters were interesting. There was development, there was death, the people dying,
Yeah.
and it was a space drama. It was really interesting to me. So it
So what
was
was
really
your
cool.
first anime? What did
Oh
you get into
man.
first?
Okay, so like I don't know, like I'm old, so I was watching anime from like the 1970s. So
Uh,
the first I mean, when I was a little kid, of course, I watched like Mazinger Z. I'd watch the giant robot kind of anime. But for me, I think the first one that kind of got me was Robotech, actually, because I think that came on like 85, must be 85 or something, and it would come in after school, and I come home and watch it, and I was like, wow, this is like the animation at the time looked really good. The storyline was interesting. I liked the characters. I like there was characters dying, and that you had emotional investment into the characters, so you felt the loss. And I was like, wow, this is very deep. This is not just like Bugs Bunny, and this is not just like slapstick kind of like crudely put together, cartoons. It's actually like a drama. It's a drama.
There's a storyline.
Space. Yeah, and it was space stuff too. Space stuff to me was really interesting.
Well, you're in the space age, or you should have been in that group, I think, where everyone wanted to be like an astronaut and stuff. Wasn't that around that time, or?
Well, I think
maybe it's a little after.
Like Ellison Onizuka, he was the astronaut that died in 85 in the Challenger. Yeah, so it was about 85 or something like that. So I think there was like heightened stuff for like people doing thinking about space and stuff like that. Well, that's around like Star Wars also too.
Yeah,
Star Wars, Star Trek. So
there's like a real space boom. So that makes sense that you gravitated towards those space mech things, mech anime.
Yeah, but it was real limited. I mean, Hawaii actually had more anime than most of the United States. So, but we were still limited what we had. I mean, when I look back, the only like real anime we had back then was like on the Japanese channel K13? I can't remember the name. There was a channel that was Japanese language channel in Hawaii.
On Oahu, it was 9. It was Kiku.
Yeah, I think it was Kiku. Yeah, and the Kiku 13 or something like that.
I
don't remember what it was. But they would play Captain Harlock. I think they would play. I think it was Star Blazers. It was Yamato or something like that. But it was really limited. There wasn't like a huge selection. Like today, you can like watch like 40 different types of anime. You know what I mean? In space or whatever. But like back then, it was only like 2 or 3.
So I'm more of a newer generation. I guess right like now I'd be considered a little older, but not old school like you. Because like the kids nowadays, they're all watching all these newer ones where I'm lost, or I just find out about it because some of my students or some of my friends are hardcore into anime now in Hawaii. Like they have those fucking what are those cars called when you decal all the anime on it? Itasha. I think that's what it's called.
I have no idea. I'm not that much of an otaku, dude.
But yeah, there's a whole bunch of them back home, and so that I guess that's how I keep up with what's trending now. And then my kids, so I let them watch Kimetsu, but they're a little older than the first graders that I see going. I'm like, bruh,
first
this is okay for
really?
you? Yeah,
like little kids going,
like the head's like flying across the screen. I'm like, it's all right. Is this okay?
like decapitations going across the screen and like body parts and stuff.
Yeah, and then the blood splatter. It's pretty mean. I guess because they're demons, it dehumanizes them.
Yeah,
but
it's more the concept that it's not real.
Yeah,
if it was a bunch of people like cutting each other in half, like just real people.
I think it was like some historical samurai drama, and then there's a human head flying. Maybe that'd be a little different. I don't know. Yeah. But because of that, I started watching some other anime at home. Like today, I just started watching this one called The Promised Neverland. And then it sounds, I thought it was going to be like some Peter Pan shit. But no, it's wrong. It's
Tinkerbell in there, right?
No. Yeah, it's not
Captain
for kids.
Hook's not in there either.
Like basically the story is there's a whole bunch of kids and you think they're orphans, but you automatically know something wrong because they all have numbers tattooed to their neck. and then they like
Oh.
take tests and shit, and then
Ooh.
eventually you find out these kids are being farmed for food for these demons. And
Really?
yeah, and then like the way you find out this is the very first person that gets killed, it's this little kid. She's like 6 years old or something like that, and then she thinks she's going
Ooh.
off to her family, and then she forgets her doll, and then boom, like people go to return it, and then that's how they find out something's wrong, and then so they're like planning their escape and stuff. Now that's all I
Oh,
know about it
wow.
so far. So it's pretty interesting, and I don't know what happens more, but I
So
want to see
so
where this goes.
is it like these people are just living life regularly, and then suddenly, oh, you get this ticket and you get to leave, and they think they're going somewhere else? Is that how it is?
Yes, they're like in this fake orphanage, and then when it's their
Ah,
time to go, then they get called out, and then they're like saying bye to everyone, and then they leave. But
it's like that movie. What's that movie with Evan McGregor? Like they're actually like clones, and they're spare parts. I forget the name of that movie. They're on this beautiful island, and then
I know what you're talking
when they get
about.
this number or something, they get a call or something, and then they disappear off the island, and then they later find out that they're actually clones. They're
What is
actually
this?
clones, and then basically they get harvested. Their organs get harvested for like their main host.
Oh, it's called The Island.
Yeah, the island. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I never I
Yeah,
saw bits and pieces. I never watched the whole thing.
yeah. I've seen this. I don't remember the story, but I remember that they're being harvested. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
like that, but it's not clones. They're little children,
yeah, yeah.
and they're like, it's like wagyu. They have like
Oh,
charts like someone young is not as tasty as someone old,
yeah.
and I guess something to do with their IQ makes them taste better. I don't know.
Oh,
It's pretty
wow.
interesting. I recommend it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I want to see where that goes. So I'm like in this anime revival thing. I just want to watch stuff now
nice.
and learn
Well,
Japanese.
well, as far as like anime right now, I mean, there's so much selection now, man. Like I said before, back when I was like a teenager or even younger, I mean, it was very limited. I think in Japan there was like, I mean, there's actually tons and tons of anime back in the day that we never heard of. It was never translated or never dubbed or never subbed. But now it's amazing, brother. It's like too much now. I mean, I ask for referrals on things to watch, and there's like stuff I've never even heard of, like tons and there's like, for every genre there's like fucking hundreds of different titles, right? And I mean, that's not only from this year, from like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, that most people
Yeah,
have maybe never heard of, whatever.
man. Any anime out there? Leave some recommendations in the comments.
Yeah, please, yeah, send us some recommendations, because actually we're into stuff. Like for me, I guess I like space stuff. Well, for me, I like space things. I'm a big Hokuto no Ken fan. I love Kenshiro and Rao and those guys. I like that stuff. Naruto. Naruto was the last anime I actually stayed and watched, but man, that was so
Hmm.
long. That last battle they had, it took like, I don't know, 100 episodes for them to finish, dude. I never even understood
What?
what was, dude. That last
I
Naruto,
never finished
Naruto,
it actually.
dude, Naruto Shippuden, that third Ninja War or whatever, the last one, bruh, that thing took like 100 episodes, dude. It was like so long. I like lost interest. That was really interesting, but like it was like too long. They drug it out, and like, bro, I got confused. I don't know who is who anymore, and who this guy is, and people morphing into what, and suddenly this guy's an enemy, and I don't know. It got kind of too nuts, bro.
Yeah, I never finished it. It was too long.
Yeah, it's too
I
long.
got about halfway through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of stuff I like. Well, what about you? What kind of stuff are you leaning towards now?
Um, I guess more of the darker things. And if it's really popular, I just want to dab into it to see what's it about. And if I like it, like Kimetsu, I kind
Yeah,
of like it. So I just stick to it. Even this Promised Neverland one, actually my kids recommended, or not recommended, they wanted to watch this, and then they heard from a friend that it was really scary and stuff. So then they didn't want to watch it after that because they're kind of chicken and they don't like like scary anime and stuff like that. So the friend said,
really?
yeah, it's really scary. It's not good. It's like an adult one. And my kids backpedaled. So I was like, I want to check this out now. And that's why I decided to watch it.
All right, good times. It's time for This Week in Japan.
All right, so let's do some news. What's happening in Japan right now?
All right, so I got something over here. So this one over here. Man travels 100 kilometers in the middle of the night to punch another dude in the throat.
Why?
Classic. Suspicion that a girlfriend was cheating on him prompted late night road trip.
Wow.
See, 24-year-old man, we'll call him Taro. See, they checked each other's smartphones to display GPS by an app. And he found out his girl was near a hotel in Himeji. So let's see.
So 100 kilometers is like 62 miles.
Yeah. And then he decided he was like, oh, something's going wrong here. So he went to Himeji. What was going on? He found his girlfriend with a 21-year-old man from the city of Tatsuno. And it basically drove 2 hours. And then they got into a fight, and homeboy punched the other guy in the throat.
Man,
I'm wondering if homeboy, the guy that was getting cheated on, was drinking, possibly.
Man, if he was drinking and driving, the drinking and driving laws in Japan is so strict. That guy's extra fucked.
Well, maybe not. It doesn't say anything about alcohol on here, but I mean, homeboy got arrested on assault charges. So
yeah. It's funny. They even show the map route.
Yeah. The roughly 2-hour driving route from Matsushima to Himeji.
This. Where is this? Right here. You see that right there? This is the route he drove.
That's a nice route. I'm sure he was like slamming Metallica or some sort of like heavy metal on the way.
2 hours and 5 minutes.
I'll be slamming Slayer, probably Slayer, some Sepultura, some Megadeth.
Get in the mindset.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, get in the right mindset. Fucking ready, chop that motherfucker in his throat, dude.
Bruh, the things people do. I mean, lucky it's pretty hard to get weapons here, because this could have gone south very quickly in the States.
he could have easily gotten a knife and like fucking
yeah.
Dude. I mean, there's because there's no assault weapons or guns here and stuff. I mean, people do other things. Like there was that guy that he went to a mall. No, he went to a hospital. He was like cutting people up.
Yeah.
And there's just random people like running through malls and stuff, cutting people and kids and stuff. It's horrible, man.
That's crazy though. I mean, like, just end it, guys. Just end it. Don't drive 2 hours to go punch someone in the throat. It's retarded.
well, you never know. She might have been worth it, man. She might have been worth that 2 hours and a punch in the throat. You don't know.
Bro, she's cheating on you. It's not worth it. When she's cheating on you, it's not worth it. No,
it was worth the gas money and that. The assault charge, you don't know if they had a picture of her. You never know. She might have been worth all of that, man.
I don't care how hot you are, how rich you are. That ain't happening. No.
At least until 6 beers in.
Yeah. Was he sober when he did this?
He didn't say anything about being. inebriated. I'm sure would have said it like he was drunk or had like multiple.
Yeah, because
like
that
beer
would have been a
cans.
big thing. I think
Yeah.
I think the drunk driving would have trumped the assault charge, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Well, it sucks to be that guy.
Yeah, that sucks. That's funny.
Man, I wonder this like these kind of things, they must happen often, but they're unreported
Yeah.
in Japan.
Oh, I'm sure it happens all the time over here, dude.
Yeah, right? Especially over here. I mean, all these lonely housewives or lonely house husbands. Like, who knows?
Yeah. So, you want to do one more news, or should we call it?
Let's go. What else you got?
Okay, this one over here. This one's classic. This one goes out to us over here. So this one goes out to the foreigners. Let me make sure I send you this.
All right.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
Of course.
Foreigners to blame for livestock theft, according to Japanese media. Spate of stolen pigs, cows, and produce sparks fear in Japan, but the media is preoccupied with the nationality of the criminals.
Yes.
So over here, stating that Japan's a safe place. You can leave your wallet, smartphone, and come back, and there's no problem. But during this summer, there's been an increase of theft going on: livestock, farm equipment, agricultural produce.
What the fuck?
Who's to blame? Who's to blame for that? Now look at this. Let's see. Ibaraki, Saitama, Gunma. Saitama province has been the worst hit with 688 pigs.
Fuck. Who's stealing all these pigs?
28 chickens reported stolen across 5 areas, with a total of 132 pigs have been stolen from the 2 cities in Gunma province, prefecture, and 6 cows from a city in Ibaraki. Bruh. It's very strange, man.
Why are you putting the 660, bruh? Nigerians.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Nigerians?
Calm down.
I don't know. There's a lot of pigs there. So is there a large Hawaiian population of people living over there? So that's what I'm wondering.
Bruh, 680
bunch of Hawaiian
pigs.
guys,
What the fuck? I mean, there's also been reports of North Koreans coming to Hokkaido and like stealing microwaves and shit, and sometimes like kidnapping people. Yeah, like they steal appliances, like on the northern part, like right by the North Korean and Hokkaido area. Yeah. Have you heard about those?
I heard about like people getting abducted and stuff. I never heard about people stealing microwaves. Why would they take microwaves?
Bruh, North Korea, come on.
I could see North Korea stealing food. I know like they're desperate for food up there, but why microwave?
So you gotta these are the middle class stealing then. They already got food. They just don't know how to cook it. I mean, they don't have the means to cook it, so they're stealing the microwaves. So middle class stealing microwaves.
It does say that 2 foreigners on July 31st were arrested. 2 Vietnamese men on bicycles.
I'm sorry, Nigerians.
In the morning.
Wrongfully accused. Vietnamese people, calm down.
This is a Vietnamese person that called the store offering to sell them a domestic piglet. And those guys are to blame.
Oh my god, bruh, 688 pigs. You know how big these fucking pigs are,
bruh.
That's
a lot of bacon,
fuck,
dude.
Man?
You know how many emus that is, dude.
I know, but they can't even make bacon right here. They can't even make bacon right. What are they making? It's a waste. If you're gonna steal a pig, make bacon correct. God damn it.
Yeah. Put the whole pig in the ground with some hot rocks for 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours. That's some damn good pork. Make some pulled pork sandwiches, man.
They don't have chop shops in Japan. They got some underground livestock going on, and if anything, the chop shop's gonna be bicycle parts, because they don't really have stolen cars here. It's all bicycles and apparently pigs.
Pigs. Who knew? Who knew? Bikes and pigs, right? Bikes and pigs.
Bikes and pigs. That's
And
the
they're
way to
both
go.
Foreigners, dude. Stealing bikes
Yeah.
and pigs, bro.
Yeah, I think Japanese people are stealing bikes.
Yeah,
Foreigners are stealing pigs.
I know. I was just pointing the finger at the foreigners because foreigners are bad, dude.
I know. God damn.
We're bad, dude. We're bad.
Just take your sriracha sauce and fucking calm down. God.
I don't know, dude, but if you're from Hawaii, and you want some Kahlua pig, you can't find it here.
Just go to a Vietnamese shop.
Yeah, man. Like I'm craving pork. Kind of want some Kahlua pig. Like can't get it out here. There's a bunch of pigs running around. Never know, man. Never know.
Yeah. Well, that's it for the news. All right,
that's it for the news.
We got a guy who drove 62 miles or 100 kilometers to punch a 21-year-old dick in the throat.
Messing with his girl.
Messing with his girl. You get throat punched, son. And then we got some fucking foreigners fucking around with some 600 some pigs. Goddamn.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, good times, man.
Yeah, that's all we got for today, right? Short one.
Right, yeah. Short one. Yeah, but join us next week. We're trying to get more people on here. And if you guys have any questions, or actually if you'd like to be a guest, hit us up. We would like to talk. We'd like to meet new people, have new friends. So
yeah,
if you'd like to join us, or if you have any interesting things you would like to talk to us about, hit us up. Hit subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe, like, comment, man, share. Everything. Do it. Share. Let's go.
All right. Cool.
All right. Shoot.